Did you see this one? They're saying Trump called the police about Epstein in 2006. Now Trump is like, oh, Trump was the guy who called the police. This is dangerous, guys, because Trump knew in 2000 that Epstein sex trafficked Virginia Giuffre. So the question remains, if Trump is aware that Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficked one of his employees in 2000, why did it take him until 2006 to call the cops? And why did he only wait until there was an investigation open into Epstein to call the cops? Could it be because Trump and Epstein were like doing some crazy illegal shit in the 90s? And all of a sudden Trump wants to like, hey guys, I'm the whistleblower now. Forget about like all the shit we did in the 90s. Wasn't me. Dude, this is crazy. And it says unsealed court document, but like, who is redacted? Trump told blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. But guys, wait a second. Like, let's read this. This is an interview of somebody. This is in 2019. First off, we don't know if this is hearsay. Is this a actual report? I mean, we don't even know what this is. We don't know who this interview is. Like, there's a lot of context missing here. But listen to this paragraph. It says, Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil, and to focus on her. Trump told blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Now, that sounds familiar, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound like exactly what 𝗲𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗏 said in that interview? Like, yeah, man, I saw the massage table. I got the hell out of there. I like one and done, right? And now we're finding out that 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was taking kids to the island. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was in business with him. Huh. That's weird. Now Trump is like, oh, yeah, I saw Jeff with teenagers, got just one time, got the hell out. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out that they were investigating Epstein. But like, that's it. Like, this is what they're relying on. One sentence. Trump told blank he was around Epstein once. He got the hell out of there. Trump was one of the first people to call when people found out they were investigating Epstein. Like, I mean, I don't feel like that's the gnarliest, like, oh my God, Trump was the big whistleblower, right? Doesn't that seem a little like just a little bit lacking in evidentiary value? I mean, does it even mention Trump anymore? Dude, they've cut out one page. You see that? Do you see what they've done though? Look at this. Look at what's happening here. He's saying breaking unsealed court documents detail how Trump called the police about Epstein in 2006, where he described Ghislaine Maxwell as Epstein's evil operative. But like, dude, this doesn't even say that. It just says that Trump said Maxwell was the operative, and Trump was one of the first people to call when he found out that Epstein was being investigated. But like, dude, they're really running with this like two sentences as though they have this official whistleblower report from Trump, right? You know what I mean? You would think you would read this and it's Donald Trump detailing vast amounts of information. I mean, this is a stretch. We don't even know who this interview is. We don't know who this third person is that they're talking about. Like, I mean, I don't even know what this document is that we're looking at. But what I do know is that every right-wing influencer was like spreading this today, breaking Trump called the police. Look at what he says. Files confirm Trump blew the whistle on Epstein in a 2006 phone call. Trump was one of the very first to call. Trump said Ghislaine Maxwell. But you notice how he's like just taking like one word and three words in quotes, right? But he's right. Democrats are speechless. Speechless. Dude, I got in here And I'm like, if you think this phone call exonerates all the teen girls that Trump was climbing on, bro, just while he was Epstein's best friend, like, you are wrong, bro. I'm sorry, but you don't get to be Epstein's best friend and like essay teenagers for 15 years and then think you make one phone call to the cops and all of a sudden we're going to forget about everything, dude. You know, like, I mean, bro, it just doesn't work that way. And what's more is this, is why did Trump wait 6 years after one of his employees was sex trafficked by Epstein? Virginia Giuffre was sex trafficked in 2000. She was not 18. And Trump waits 6 years to call the cops. And then he only calls the cops after he finds out Epstein's been arrested and he knows the cops are eventually going to be coming to him. Can I tell you a story, guys? Let me tell you a story that's going to illustrate what Trump did. So in the 90s, I went out with a buddy one night. I'm in my Camaro. I'm drunk as shit. And we're driving around by the Santa Monica Pier. I turn the wrong way on a big, like, 4-lane one-way street. And I am driving into oncoming traffic. One of those cars was an LAPD police car. I'm driving right toward it. I was like, holy shit, I am going to go to jail if they pull me over. So you know what I did? I rolled my window down and I flagged the cop over to me. And I said, hey man, I'm really lost here. I am like freaking out. Can you tell me how to get to so-and-so? And the cop's like, yeah. He's like, calm down. It's going to be okay. Let me tell you how. You're going to flip a U-turn. I'm going to hold the traffic. You're going to make the second left. You're going to go 4 blocks and make another left. So what I did was I flagged them to me. I drew the attention to me and said, hey guys, I'm panicking. I really need help. And now, please don't drive drunk. Please don't engage in any crazy behavior. But what I am showing you is a technique you use where if you're about to get in a lot of trouble, you make a spotlight on yourself and then people assume you're innocent because if you were actually doing something wrong, you wouldn't be being noticeable. And yes, it is absolutely white privilege. If I had been any color whatsoever other than white, and maybe even if I hadn't have been a man, I would have been in deep shit. But yeah, that is white male privilege all the way. And I'm not going to deny that. But anytime somebody is in danger of getting in trouble, identifying themselves as like, hey, let me tell you what I know. It can sort of like alleviate things a little bit. Okay, it can alleviate things a little bit. That technique of like, oh shit, they're about to come for me, so I'm going to go to them. And make it seem like I have nothing to hide. And so my point being is that's what Trump did. Okay? That is what Trump did. Trump realized Epstein was arrested. Epstein was probably, Trump's name was going to come up. So instead of waiting for his name to come up so they might be suspicious of them, Trump injected himself into the situation and said, hey guys, I hear you arrested Jeff Epstein. Let me tell you some shit about Epstein. And Trump may have even said, he's going to try and implicate me here and me there, or this, that, and the other. Right? Obviously, if Trump was really concerned about Epstein's behavior around teen girls, he would have called the cops after Epstein sex trafficked one of his employees.